Gana camera eh. Hello. What's up?
Alright, so this video is for people who couldn't get their webcam working with NVIDIA Shadow Play because I couldn't get it. Just figured it out. But every time I would go to HUD layout, this is where you can access everything. The camera button wasn't there, so I couldn't select where I wanted to put it. You know, it's just counter, viewers, comments, and status indicator. So what I did was I went to in-game overlay right here, and I turned it off, and then I turned it back on. That's all I did. So you can go back to your settings, go to HUD layout, and then hopefully your camera button should be there, because that's all it was for me. It was hopefully in-game comments and status indicator. So what I did was I went to in-game overlay right here, and I turned it off. But every time I would go to HUD layout, I who couldn't get their webcam working with NVIDIA Shadow Play because I couldn't get it. Just figured it out. But every time I would go to HUD layout, this is where you can access everything. The camera button wasn't there, so I couldn't select where I wanted to put it. You know, it's just counter, viewers, comments, and status indicator. So what I did was I went to in-game overlay right here, and I turned it off, and then I turned it back on. That's all I did. So you can go back to your settings, go to HUD layout, and then hopefully your camera button should be there, because that's all it was for me. It was pretty damn simple.
Hello guys, today I'm going to show you how you can make your camera work when it is not on your GeForce experience. Actually, I just read it to one of the comments, but I can see a valid video. that will teach you how to make the camera show up on the HUD layout, or maybe you can say HUD layout. So right now I'm going to show you how to do it. First, you gotta open your user experience just like that, and if your problem is like this, so when you go here at the settings, you go ahead and go to HUD layout or HUD layout. You cannot see this icon, the camera, right? The camera is not showing up, but it's just these four options: the status indicator, FPS counter, viewers, and comments.
All right, so this video is for people.
Alright, hello everybody, my name is Trey Harrison Chris, and on today's video I wanted to do an update on my NVIDIA ShadowPlay webcam setup tutorial. So the old tutorial was getting a lot of views, and it was using this weird fix because the old version didn't support the camera. The new version now supports a camera. Go ahead and plug USB webcam right into your computer right there, and then I'm going to show you guys how you set it up in ShadowPlay. Unfortunately, I cannot record my desktop with ShadowPlay as I'm showing you these settings, so I kind of have to record it on my phone, so just bear with me on that. Alright everybody, thank you for watching, leave a like, subscribe for more tutorials and stuff like this. Alright everybody, once we've plugged in our USB camera into your computer, go ahead to your keyboard, hit Alt-Z. So again, Alt-Z. That should bring up your GeForce experience. If your camera is plugged in, you'll see this icon. If there is an X through it, click this, and then it should say on. But if it looks like this, don't click anything. Then we're going to go over to our settings real quick. HUD layout. And to pick where you want to put your camera, you go up here to camera. You will now have this camera option. And you can move it wherever you want, just like that. Click over here, click there. You can pick how big you want it. You can have it very small. The small one is actually very, very small. And that's basically it. Camera on, camera off. Yep, so that's it. Camera's all set up. Yeah, you just have to select the square that you want it to go, and it should work. So now, if we back out of here, make sure you have your recordings all set up in the place you want them to go. You can do that by going right there and changing it. Besides that, video capture, you can come down and kind of mess with these settings. I put it in 4K 60 FPS. If you want the highest quality settings, crank this to about 130. Sorry, that's getting all... Okay, that looks better. Alright, so besides that, let's go ahead and start recording so you guys can see what happens. Recording, start. Sometimes it takes a second for the camera to pop up, but it will pop up. Where'd I put it? Right there. Hey, hello. How's it going? So yeah, that's the end of the video. That's how you do it. Just an update. You don't have to use CamDesk anymore. You can go ahead and just plug in your webcam and it should work just fine. So yeah, guys, that's the end of the video. Leave a like, leave a dislike, do whatever you want. It's very simple to use the webcam in ShadowPlay today. The only problem, if you set the video on ShadowPlay to 60 FPS, right? 60 FPS, but your camera, like this one, is in 30 FPS, you might have some weird frame rate problems with your video sometimes.
Hindi ata niya kuya pa rin.
Yan. Tara.
Try mo kuya mag-off-road daon sa pabilaw.
Bagong bakta? Bagong ba?
Hindi. Ano pa rin yan?
Eh.
Sige, try mo natin kuya. Pang-labos din.
Ha?
Hindi pa rin.
Ngayon, bukas na naman. Sige, subscribe mo di.
So a lot of you guys have seen my old video, which is now about a year old, and that's how I discussed how I fixed my shadow play issues. Now, bear in mind that was with the Hey, what's up, guys? It's